So here's the problem. Is this orange or is it red? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And I'm sitting here in the garage looking at brakes. Yes, those Mustang Mach 1 brakes that I still have not had the chance to put on, but I promise you they are back on my radar, and I actually was hoping to do a new video on painting them red. Now, on this car, it's a silver 1999 Mustang GT with some gloss graphite NVX wheels. These are 18 by, I believe it's 18 by 9s in the front. I really like the way red calipers look, and I think it'll really pop on this car. Now, prior to this, in a previous video, I took the Mustang caliper brackets and I painted them kind of like a satin black because, and you know, I was just watching a video the other day and I forgot the YouTuber's name. Great video. He changed the color of his front GT setup with the GT's 11-inch dual piston PBR calipers. They were more of an orange and he colored them to a red. And what he did was he painted these brackets red as well. Now, it doesn't look as bad on GTs and V6s as I think it does on the 13-inch Cobra Mach 1 bullet brakes. This is just my opinion. Like I said, maybe I'm a little bit too OCD, but even when LMR sells them red, the entire thing, which would be this caliper body right here, and this caliper bracket, I'm not even sure if I have the correct sides here, they make the entire thing red, which is actually wrong if you think about it. And when I say wrong, I mean according to what Ford did on the 2001 Bullet and on the 2003 10th anniversary Mustang calipers, which both were red. These were more of a dark charcoal, and it makes the caliper body pop, but I don't know. Like I said, listen, it's just me. I'm not throwing any hate on anybody, but I just don't like the way they look. So in a previous video, I cleaned these all up and I put some silver Running Horse Mustang caliper decals on there. They're like a chrome silver and they look pretty good. And this is the way I was going to install them. And then for some reason, I had the idea of painting them red because I thought the red would really pop. So what I did was I ordered some POR-15, POR-15 red caliper paint. And let me show you what that's about. So this is the caliper paint. It is red. I think it's 8 ounces. It was about 15 bucks. Not a bad deal. It's supposed to be kind of thick, but it gives a good consistency. I even went ahead and bought a nice assortment of thick and thin paint brushes. I came real close to starting to paint them. I cleaned them once again. I did not pull off those caliper decals as you saw, but I took a test piece of metal. So I used that and I actually painted that with this paint, and let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so what I did was I took two things. This is an old kind of a pegboard hook, and I just dipped it in there. This only has one coat on it, and I don't know what that's coming across as on camera, but to me it's red, but it's got a touch of orange in it. And this right here, this has been painted. This has 3 coats of it on it. This third coat I just did, so it's only about 2 hours old, but it's pretty dry to the touch. You can see this is just an alternator bracket off a 2-valve. It was black to begin with, and this is the color it's coming out as. Now, I don't know if that looks red or not, but I figured I'd throw a few things next to it. Here's red from a Loctite package, and you can see this is a little bit of a darker red, and let me know what you think there. Putting it up against some orange duct tape, it definitely looks redder. So when it's up against red, it looks a little bit orange. When it's up against orange, it looks a little bit red. Here's some red clamps. You can see it's really, really close, but it still has that hint of orange. And when comparing it to pictures of bullet calipers or 10th anniversary Cobra calipers, it's not exactly the right color. And my fear is I don't want to take these calipers here and paint them this entire color and then they look orange on the car, because like at that YouTuber I watched yesterday, you know, he really didn't like his orange calipers, and I don't want to ruin these because I can quite honestly put these on just like this and they'll look great. You know, they'll pop on these caliper brackets. Like I said, I don't know if these are the right brackets. There we go. On these caliper brackets, they're still going to look pretty good. I was just going for a little more. And like I said, this is the POR-15 caliper paint. It's funny how it's a little bit darker red on there. I still have the rotors are in a box there. Rotors are ready to go. It's got the stainless steel lines. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the stainless steel lines or just use the regular stock rubber lines because there's nothing wrong with them. I did pick up a brand new set of copper crush washers. No matter what, they're cheap insurance that nothing's going to leak. And here's something else I picked up for the brake swap, and you're absolutely going to need this. This is it's actually off a 2003 Cobra, but it's the same 94 to 2004 Mustang Cobra, 01 Mustang Bullet, 03, 04 Mach 1. This is the skinny spare or temporary spare tire and wheel combo that came on those cars. It's the only one that fits over the bigger brakes. If you use your GT or V6 spare, it's not going to clear the front brakes. So this is something I had to pick up. It's in pretty good shape, and usually they go for, I don't know, around $100 to $125. Pray you'll never need it, but if I need it, there it is. So there you go. That's kind of where I am with this. I'm kind of bummed, to be honest with you. I had planned on painting the calipers and going through the process of how to paint them and how to get them ready and then install them on the car. And like I said, I think that the right color red will look really good on a silver new edge. But I just don't know if I love this color. And I did post this on Instagram and I got mixed reactions from people. And like I said, if you compare it against red, it looks orange. If you compare it against orange, it looks red. I don't know what it's going to look like on the car, and I don't know if I'm ready to take that gamble. So if you have experience with another type of caliper paint system, short of you know, sending them out for powder coat, which would require them being disassembled and stuff, maybe like a G2 paint, or I know Dupli-Color makes something as well. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you've used, and two things: what it looks like as far as color matching, and how has it held up in the long run, let's say, because you know this car is not going anywhere. So I'm curious how it's going to be as far as longevity, as far as just normal wear and tear. I don't know. So that's kind of where I am here now, and I wanted to give you an update on that. I promise as soon as I get this ready, and whether I'm going to leave them as is or try another paint system, I need to get them on the car because I think it'll look so much better. Bigger brakes are one of the great things that people do to new edges. I know a lot of people are going to that Cadillac setup, and those look absolutely insane. I don't know. In my opinion, they're just too darn big, you know, and maybe there's no such thing, but I think that for a budget upgrade that gives you better looking brakes that perform much better, you really can't beat the 13-inch Ford setup. If you have any input, I would love for you to leave me a comment below. And yeah, that's about it. We're getting ready here for the summer. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of events, a lot of car shows coming up, and I definitely want to get the car out there. So I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.